Hey guys! All right, so here is what our reading is going to look like today. If you were absent yesterday, I want you to read your Australia passage first. You do not have to annotate it, but I do want you to read through the Australia passage because we're going to be looking at both of those today. You can also look at the Australia videos. Those will be posted on Google Classroom. Next, today, for those of you who were here yesterday, you will be looking at the Brazil passage. So, we will be annotating it. So, first, you read through the passage. We got to find out what Brazil does for their holidays. Then, you're going to use a red marker to circle any unfamiliar words or highlight those. You're going to use a green to highlight any prefixes. Remember, prefixes become at the beginning of the word. They're not a compound word, they change the word. And I'll put a chart on your assignments over here about prefixes. Then I've lost my place. Hold tight with me. All right. Then you're going to get the yellow and you're going to circle or highlight anything with suffixes. Remember, we looked at suffixes yesterday, like ER, ED, ING, anything that ES, S, anything that changes the past tense of that word too. With a blue, you're going to circle any homophones. You did really good yesterday. Like right now, I see there. We know that that's a homophone. Homophones are anything that sounds like the same word, but it's a different meaning. Skip the orange and purple today. Skip the synonyms and antonyms for today. Then I want you to go up and look at your vocabulary. We have originate, heritage, and custom. I want you to use your context clues like we did yesterday to determine what you think the definition is of originate, heritage, and custom. And you're going to write that on your paper. When you're done annotating Brazil, you're going to get your next worksheets. Now, we're going to be comparing. Comparing means to look at both of those. The Australia passage from yesterday and the Brazil passage from today. We're going to look at their holidays and see what's the same and what's different. First, you're going to answer these questions about Australia. Guess what? It wants you to highlight or underline where you found each answer in the passage. So you read your first question, you go back to Australia, and you highlight or underline where you found each answer. I'm going to be checking to make sure that you've done this, found that text evidence. If not, you're going to have to redo it on Friday when we have Fidget Friday. Then you're going to imagine that you're visiting either Australia or Brazil for the holidays, and you're going to write about your experience on this page. Then you have another sheet about Brazil. Questions about that text only. Select the best answer, and then you're going to highlight or underline where you found that answer in the text. You're also going to integrate the text. Integrate means you're going to combine those. In an opinion paragraph, tell me which country has the best holiday decorations. Is it Australia or Brazil? And support with text evidence. Tell me why. Over here, you're going to look at the text structure. What text structure is Australia written in? What text structure is Brazil written in? Think about your text structures. We have compare and contrast. We have description. We have all of those 5 text structures. So you're just going to tell me how you know and which one it is. And I'm going to have some charts on your Google Slides that'll help you. Nonfiction text features. I already told you one in Australia. It was a photograph. And how does it support the text? How did that picture support the text? Clearly, we talked about that. So look at Brazil and think about the same thing. Australia, what is the main idea of paragraph 2? So you're going to look at paragraph 2, which is this paragraph, and you're going to decide the main idea of that paragraph. And then you're going to tell how does the author support that idea with his details. That is just like you're doing in your writing with Santa's Soup today. You're going to be supporting your ideas with details later on. And you do the same thing with Brazil except for paragraph 3. So you have to read these questions and answer. I'm going to be looking for complete sentences, and I'm going to be looking for to make sure you're answering the question correctly. This is not something to rush through. This is something to think about and do. Thank you guys.